Hey everybody, Jayborino here, welcome back. Continuing Scattered, a custom campaign for StarCraft 2 created by Daequeous, one of the oldest custom campaigns available to be played. We're on Mission 4, Enemies. From the intel gathered by our agent, it is clear that the Dominion forces in this system are not nearly as substantial as we feared. The war against the KLF has taken its toll on both sides, and the Dominion forces are spread thin across the planet. The KLF have proven most helpful in supplying us, if a bit suspicious, and we should be strong enough to make a move. The Dominion main base is a fortress, but the amount of forces stationed there is not as impressive. If we can penetrate their defenses and seize the base, we should be able to hold off potential reinforcements. The first goal, however, is to penetrate their outer defenses. With a now healthy production of tanks, this should not be too hard. Leave nothing standing. I like the sound of that. Nice. We got some tanks. Who are you? Siege Trooper. Yeah, there's no named characters in this campaign. Wow, okay, these have a lot of HP. Probably just want to lead with these. So we have to capture a Dominion command center. Let's just follow up with these guys behind, and then SCVs behind even them. Let's see how these unsieged tanks do before we do anything crazy. I can always restart. Okay, well, they have a huge range, and they one-shot Marines, and they take 3 damage a shot, so that's a plus. Okay, target this, please. No, 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 no! Keep the Siege Trooper alive. We did it. We did lose one of our tanks, though. Would have been probably nice to save that. Can we capture this? Okay, that's it. Well, I guess, yeah, if there's still enemies in that bunker, we have to kill them. Alright, get mining, fellas. Ooh! Ooh! Orbital commands, baby. I needed to focus down that enemy tank. I really needed to do that. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to do any major damage here. I'm gonna get this right away. The supply call down and the scan is gonna be super useful. All right, so we're good here. Again, losing that individual tank was no good. Okay, so there's KLF on this map again, and we've got the goofy setup here. What if I just tell him to scout? Like, just scout over there. Go find some stuff for me. Now. That seems to work. Again, they just don't build anything except Marines, and then we just want to start scanning like outside of our base.
Not enough.
And we do actually start with some geysers in our base, which is a blessing, because that's pretty much never happened before. So I guess what we'll do is we'll set up our own defenses here. These tanks cannot siege. I wonder if we'll be able to build some later that can siege. So we're against Terran this map. In theory, I see some minerals up there.
Roger that.
I'm just going to right-click an SCV up there and see if I can get there, because it's, like, right there. I can see it. I can taste it. So this campaign is just all about... To me, it seems like it's just all about patience, going slow, securing your borders, and not trying to rush. I've been playing a lot of campaigns from other games lately where it's all about trying to... Again, make what progress you can. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get up there. He's getting stuck. Now, you know, while you're out here, why don't you go look? Attention, contact with KLF Command Center lost.
This better be good.
Are they going to get wiped out by the Dominion, or... Our Marines are going to make all the difference here. There we go.
This better be good.
Hey, I found another base. I'm going to need more gas for sure. Let's get this set up and then saturate this, because we really need more gas to repair the single tank that we have. Pretty important. And we want to get a bunker. We saw one tank can outrange a bunker, so that's concerning. So we can float a command center up there, so let's try to get that going as soon as possible. Scan up here. I don't see anything burrowed.
Not enough energy.
Okay, well, again, right now there's really nothing to do except repair the tank. Maybe we'll make a bunker, get an engineering bay. You thought you could play us like fools? We know who you are. You're no better than the Dominion. You're all pitiful, power-hungry control freaks. Why don't you just go and kill each other and leave us alone? Our days of helping each other are over. I'll kill you myself if I get the chance. Okay, great. So now we have 2 enemies on this map. Wonderful. Yeah, get that gas going. That's the most important thing. I think we just want to keep scanning everywhere. Yeah, we got some supply depots. There's a geyser way up here. But why? I guess we can make another command center.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I guess it's bunker time, baby.
Not enough.
I'd love to get
minerals.
another command center. That way I could make... well, I probably would take this before I took the other gas. I don't really know. Let's just move this thing over a little bit.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Right there is fine.
Armed and ready.
Forced access to KLF communications established. All troop movements forwarded to the commander. Does that mean we have vision on them? Yes, okay. So we can watch the KLF at least. So that's something. Okay. I guess Siege Trooper also... Again, what's the difference here? 50...
SCV ready.
And he does 2 damage, but presumably attacks faster.
You gonna give me orders?
Attacks times 2. Okay, well, so he does double damage. I don't understand. I don't think it's that important right now. We need to scan so much, and we just need a lot of SCVs. There's not that many resource patches here, so we got to get this going. Okay, yeah, I'm concerned. I'm definitely concerned about these larger attacks. We need to keep repairing up here.
Go ahead.
I mean, larger attacks meaning the
Rear with the gear.
Dominion tank attacks. Because the only thing that we have that can really take out these tanks, we can overwhelm them with Marines, which obviously we don't have the means of doing right now. Or we have to have tanks of our own. So I'm going to start getting upgrades right now because the big advantage we've had over enemies in the past are upgrades. Yeah, okay, someone can fit that there and harvest that, that slightly further away patch. So I'm going to save my resources now and start upgrades, probably for my bunkers. So we need 250 total resources. So let's just wait to get that. It's going to take some time. Alternatively, we save up and we go for this base, because I'm going to need to get some defenses up here. KLF sending SCVs up to harvest. Not sure what their plan is here, but they're going to mass repair. That's fine with me. I should have seen if I could ask them for a ton of money. That's what I really should have done. I should have seen if they were available to give me a shit ton of cash. That would have been funny.
Need something. Big job, huh? Speak up.
All right, you know, maybe we leave the tank a little bit further back because I would prefer that the enemy tanks hit my bunker instead. All right, so now we can grab the 2 bunker upgrades. Then I'm just going to keep getting SCVs until we're supply blocked. And then I'm going to build that command center because I'd love to take this. We're going to need some probably turrets because I see, well, there is a turret here, so that makes me feel a little bit safer.
In the rear with the
Um,
SCV ready.
yeah, let's get a reactor on the barracks. That's fine. We're going to need to save space. Keep getting SCVs, and then we're just going to scan like crazy. Looking for more expansions. We obviously have this and this. The question is, where will they focus attacks such that we can focus our defense?
SCV ready.
So that's what it's all going to come down to. We just want to get this fully saturated with more units out, more Marines. I need to get a factory quickly.
What's going on?
I don't know what else. There just seems to be like there's going to be a lot going on here. Though the KLF is acting as a bit of a buffer for us. What is down here? What is happening?
Add-on complete.
KLF has scouted a bunch for us, though, so we can see kind of an angle to go to kind of get set up here. Wow, the red barracks with the extra
Additional supply
thing set up there is very
required.
strange. Okay, well, I'm stockpiling gas, which we know in this situation, we're always going to need gas. Every mission we've been gas-starved, so I really don't regret. Getting a lot of that set up. So I should really play safe and get a factory. I don't want to, but I really should. And the idea here is that we can get more tanks ourselves to defend us until we can take that extra expansion as well. Going to be very important. So let's throw down another turret here. This one is in an okay spot. It should be able to hit wraiths that come in over the ledge here. Wraiths tend to float into range of stuff. They're only attacking with a couple, so we should be okay. Yeah, I don't regret going for a factory first, and then it's not going to take that much longer to get up to extra supply. And I'm just going to scan the crap out of this map, and as we get every command center, we make sure we upgrade it. The fact that that's available to us is super nice, because it hasn't been in the past. The scan, I should say.
You scared me. Yep.
I think I'm going to go for the minerals first. Again, we're okay on gas, and I'm mostly just going to focus my gas on upgrades right now. Probably going to get 3 armories, or maybe even 4 armories this time to get all of those upgrades at once.
We hear you.
Which is going to require even more gas, but that's okay. I'm just going to really focus on my infantry weapons to start. We're not going to be able to mass Marines this time, I don't think, just because these tanks are large and frightening. Okay, okay. We're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. We can outrange it with our normal tanks. So these have a range of 7.
Got no patience for sitting around.
I think our tanks are the exact same as their tanks. Okay, let's get some more Marines. This should be done soon. And I'm going to queue up another supply depot.
Yep.
There it is. Okay, let's grab a tech lab. You know, I mean, I feel like I had to rush to a factory. And now, again, we're going to very slowly take these bases. You know, we'll set up some turrets on the ledges here. And then I'd like to take this as well, because we don't have that many minerals here. We have enough to hold on. Yeah, no siege tech. Can be upgraded to switch into siege mode, but I guess not this mission. Okay, lift off. Fly over here. Here, take this SCV with you.
In the rear with the
And then I'm going to build another command center for this refinery.
bad news.
Research.
These
complete.
upgrades are looking good.
Sure thing.
I don't think there's much to do now. I'm just going to wait, and we're going to get some extra tanks. We can get a few more Marines.
Where does it hurt?
They land so slowly.
Bad news.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to get a turret, and then we're going
Not
to
enough
upgrade this
minerals.
to an orbital command so that we can...
Base is under attack.
Oh my god.
Good job.
Cancel! Lift!
Armed and ready.
Of course. Flee! Okay, I guess we're going to take this gas first instead. And then we will have to build a medevac to go up there with a group of Marines. So let's start that. We can cram our
Base is under
starport
attack.
anywhere, really. I'm very upset about that. You know what we can do? You know what we can do? No, lift. Stay lifted. Oh my god, it takes so long. Lift.
Upgrade complete.
I just need a little bit of vision. There we go. Now land here.
This better be been waiting on you.
Unload. Make it an orbital command. Repair. Repair.
SCV ready.
Okay, they're moving all over the map. It's a relatively small group of enemies. That's the thing. So I'm not that concerned. I'm going to cram a turret in there.
Ready.
And then I'm going to grab +1 infantry weapons. We're going to get a medevac because I want to take this other base. Let's head on over here.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, and I might use supply call down as well, because why not? It's free energy, it saves us some minerals, which right now I guess we're a little short on minerals. Okay, we don't need a tech lab for the medevacs, so I'm not going to bother building one just to start here. Seems like we're just going to have to mass up these tanks. My new tank has... Yeah, there's no siege tech available. Got it.
What's going on?
Repair this,
Where does
please.
it hurt?
Huh? Bad news.
And yeah, the reason that I think we'd use supply call down now is because we're saving up money in order to get up here and take this stuff out. I should probably...
SCV ready.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I want to
Who wants some?
get up there as soon as possible, but I also don't want to leave stuff
Ready for dust off.
undefended at home.
SCV ready.
200 for the siege tanks. Spartans are 320. Wow, okay.
Waiting on you.
Let's try to do this quickly, and what I'll do, I'll bring an SCV so we can just build the command center straight up once we're up there. I like how as soon as you start building the command center, then the game is like, nope. So there are Zerg on this map, just to be jerks.
Coming through.
Now what?
Okay, so go and clear it out, boys.
Orders.
Talk to me.
Big job.
SCV, you can go ahead and start building. You know what? I think I'm gonna start the turret first. There we go. I guess go check up here just in case. Of course, there's more. A few extra Marines at home. I'm going to build a second siege tank. Let's go look up here. That's a dead end. Okay. So come on back down here. It'd be I don't know if they could just, like, sneak through here. I might build one turret up along the edge just in case. I don't know. Are you stuck? You are not stuck. Okay, good. So now we've got this base. And we have to figure out how much defense we need for it. So that's the next big thing, is sort of deciding how much we should be spending on defense at each of these new locations. I will get a tech lab on this so we can start upgrading our extra stuff. Spider mines could be decent. If I wanted to make armories, I could actually build them up here. It's a little... Well, how could they even get up here if they wanted to? Maybe from up there, and that's it. So we'll just make sure we throw some turrets down. I don't see the enemy being programmed to drop on you. I just see it would probably be wraiths. So I'll probably go ahead and build armories up here. That's the goal. What I'm going to do, let's go ahead and queue up SCVs, and we can just drop them. We can just drop them up there.
Minerals.
To save ourselves some time so we can get this saturated as soon as possible. And then with extra money, we'll go ahead and get this set up. So let's go to just keep scanning. Pretty large group here. I'd like to take this base to get rid of this early would be really, really good. We could take this and set up defense on this bridge. It's weird having these immobile tanks be part of our defense. So the KLF is gone. There is no KLF anymore. They are wiped out. Okay, another orbital command, please. Base right here would be nice to take. That's why I just figured, you know, as soon as possible, let's get this going. Let's get these bases going. I feel relatively safe. I don't know what they could attack me with that could bomb through 3 of these tanks. I would like to get some Spartans, though, because I feel like those would be pretty effective against tanks. And also Wraiths. Okay, so like I said, let's play it safe and get some turrets up along this ledge. I really, really would regret if somehow they could get through here. So let's get these 2 set up. Okay, get mining. Yeah, just get mining. Eventually, we'll get our armory set up. That's the goal. And now that we can scan, I just want to get set up literally everywhere. I can see them bringing medevacs to attack us, but I don't see them necessarily... Oh, God. Okay. All right. What have I done? Oh, dear. Okay. Tanks. Might end up having to rewind here. Feel like if we can hold on here, we'll be okay. I think we're okay. Just queue up some more Marines. Our Marines actually held the line. If that's the kind of attacks that we can expect, we just need more bunkers, and once we get to +3, we should be fine. First things first, just rebuild the bunker. That's fine. Okay, this seems safe. Let's just build one more turret here to be safe. Again, I do not see this as the type of map where they're going to try to drop on us. We got a nice base down here we can take. Again, I think we've got an upgrade advantage. Tank, attack the tank. Get in the bunker, quick.
Upgrade.
Okay, I guess we're just going to start making lots of tanks.
Armed and ready.
And Marines, as is typical. So this is good, this is good. Oh my god. Keep making Marines and tanks, please. And then let's just pull off a group of SCVs to mass repair this. Alright, we should be okay with the repairs. Especially because sometimes their tanks tend to ignore... If you get infantry in the front, their tanks tend to ignore your stuff and attack Marines, which is really, really good for us. So yeah, build that, repair here. We're just going to remake some Marines. I need one more barracks with a tech lab this time so we can start getting some upgrades. Right there is fine. As long as we have enough tanks. The fact that we could survive that, to me, means we could probably survive anything. I'm just going to scan again and just try to reveal as much of this entire map as possible. Okay, now I think we need about 6. How much do we need to get 4 armories?
I can't build here.
We're going to go crazy with upgrades. The next step is, if I take this, will it get hit as hard? Or, like, what is the pathway that they're taking? Are they coming from here? So wherever we go, we have to be ready to defend it. So we just need to build, like, more tanks, get ready to set up more bunkers. Let's get a tech lab here. I don't need replenishable spider mines. Caduceus reactor, not super important. Wraiths, cloaked wraiths could be really good. I feel like against Terran would be very, very useful. I think I really need to decide where to expand to next. Up there seems like the most prudent choice.
Complete.
But I don't necessarily want to commit to defending it
Not enough minerals.
straight away, because it depends on how the AI works. They may come down here and go straight for this, or they're going to just casually walk down to this ramp as they've been doing. I don't know. I get some medics. We can heal up the guys in this bunker. Gonna grab combat shield. Not that that would help against tanks, I don't think. They do 19 damage, but do 2 attacks. Marines with 32 HP. Combat shields gives them +5 life. So, yeah, there's no way they would survive in any case, because that's, 38 damage. Oh, no, they would. They would survive with... No, they wouldn't. They would die, they have a deficit of 1 HP. So, if we get armor upgrades, if our Marines can take more than 1 tank hit, they're good to go.
Mineral field.
Okay, Dominion is expanding all over the place, and they're going to be taking our mineral income. I see that. These little jerks. Okay, so now let's get crazy. And we're gonna get all these upgrades in tandem with each other. Okay, so this attack came in a direction that essentially ignored my other base.
Base is under attack.
This is sort of what I expected. These attacks are huge. They're huge. We need to get more turrets set up. I think we're going to have to move out here really fast. I mean, again, once we get an upgrade advantage, this should be no problem, but we have to get there first.
Not enough.
And we need to not die in the meantime. I was going to say, is this like Command & Conquer where they can run over my tanks? That wouldn't surprise me. What's going on, Mr. SCV? Get harvesting.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, that was a pretty large attack. I'm going to go ahead and get this base saturated.
Not enough minerals.
Let's just get like 1 turret over here, and then maybe we'll get a bunker and pray to God that it doesn't get blasted. So a big part of this is going to be hanging on for dear life to finish up these upgrades. If we could get a lot of upgrades, we're fine. It's just getting there and being short on resources along the way.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Next, I think we'll expand down here. If they leave our expansions alone for the most part, I am happy. They just happen to fly in range of these turrets, which I don't like. If we can get these mined out as fast as possible, obviously I'll feel a little safer. So, oh, my orbital command hotkeys got changed.
Base is under attack.
Nope, okay, so here we go. They are going to attack. I suppose, we could try to get up there in time, but I think we can.
SCV ready.
Okay, and it's really, again, finding where the majority of the attacks are coming from. This looks like a prominent area.
SCVs are
We're going to
under
need
attack.
air, I think, to attack into that. Alright, help is on the way, but it's extremely slow. Where?
Armed and ready.
Help is not on the way. It's stuck.
Will do.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, and let's just get some more of these tanks out. And of
Our
course,
SCVs
you know, we'll be fine
under
as long as
attack.
there aren't sieged tanks.
Mineral
We can
field
mass
depleted.
Marines and probably win.
We could use some help here.
Okay, they're upgrading. That's not good for me. Alright, attack here. One of you repair.
Research.
Let's go ahead and set up a bunker on this side. Bunker v bunker, essentially.
Lay it on. Big job.
Come and repair this guy.
Let's go, go, go.
And we're going to need new production up here.
Move it. Got no patience for sitting around.
Waiting on
So again, I just really can't stress enough. It's all about which direction they're coming at us from. I don't think this will finish in time. Yeah, so we can one-shot them. I saw a Marine that had less HP earlier. That must have been... Oh my god.
In the rear. Here.
SCVY! That actually seems like the main area where they're going to attack us from.
Fused up, ready to go.
We need to get...
Our SCVs
Let's get
are under
everything
attack.
up here. Or we're gonna lose everything. It's looking like we're gonna lose everything, but we just need to choke point this super hard. You know, you live and learn. We're just gonna back up, and we're gonna lose this whole area. It is what it is. Unfortunately.
Base is
Let's just build up a force and get ready to go and take that. Alternatively, we know that this down here should be safe to take.
Our SCVs are under attack.
So let's get this set up,
Base
and what
is
else?
under
Probably
attack.
this. There's like this area on the high ground we can hold on to. I knew I didn't build these turrets up here for
Base
nothing.
is under attack.
Fused up, ready to go.
Perhaps we want to destroy this first, because this area, again, is where the majority of the stuff is coming from. You know,
Give us your... This better be good.
I think we send everything up here. I
Our
shouldn't have stopped in the
SCVs
first
are
place.
Under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
So I can lift this stuff. Yeah, like, they'll hit it with Marines, but if we can float it over the high
Base
ground,
is under attack.
we're in good shape, and then we can hold on to this area. That is 5 tanks, though. Might not have enough stuff to go up against this. What if we focus fire? I think I made a mistake. Well, we'll see. Okay, we saved these buildings.
Upgrade complete.
And, you know, the fact that stuff is getting
Upgrade
stuck
complete.
as I try to
Base
move
is
out
under
is
attack.
really killing me here. Okay, again, we saved these buildings. That's really, really useful. We got our +1. I'm not going to give up. Again, I'm going to, you know, be patient and make what little progress we can constantly. That's it. That's the best we can do. +2 infantry finishing will be really useful. And if we can flood them with Marines, as I've discussed, then we're good. So let's hold off this attack, and then we have to move up and set up a hard defense here before re-landing and getting this going. So let's get a group of like 3 tanks. That should be sufficient. Man, the sound that the tanks make is super satisfying. Like, it's really, really strong. I love it. Okay, let's rally to the tank for now. And then you all move on up here. Again, it seems like the only attacks are coming from up in that direction. So if we can secure that area and hold on to that base, we're in good shape. So let's land here.
Ready to roll out.
And
Base
here.
is under attack.
Nope, nope. Never mind. They do come from the other direction. Turn and fight. Holy shit. Okay, I give up going that way. I think we're just gonna... I don't know where we can expand to that would be even remotely safe.
We could use some help here.
That's part of the problem here. I have no idea where we can go that wouldn't get smoked. We're just going to have to focus on this expansion. Because this one seems safe. That's a lot of stuff. This might be the end because I moved out. I should have just, again, I let this base go. Where are they going? They don't know what they're doing. I'm going to try to hold on here. It's going to be really dicey. If we can survive this, then I'll continue. Obviously, if we get close to dying here, then I'm just going to...
Base is under attack.
Excuse me?
Base is under attack.
They want to attack up that hill. Okay. Again, let's just be reliant on this new income. I could go and sneak and probably take that one as well. I think I need to take any income that I can while just sitting in my base. And then we need to consolidate that income.
Bad news? Go ahead.
And try to push out on a different part of the map. It's the only way to go, I think. So let's come and take this. I'll take anything that I can. I assume that this base is just going to be building air. I don't know. I could also maybe take stuff that's way up in the upper area of the map.
Are under attack.
Naturally. This group wants to get up here, but they're not smart enough to do it. They can just barely see up there because of the single medevac. This did allow me to get some more units out in time, though. More Marines and Marines. Oh, I pulled all my other SCVs off as well. Attack, 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 attack. Okay, we got more stuff coming out. We must survive. It's so slow that I feel like there's no way to necessarily lose, you know? Oh my god. Oh, they are putting stuff in medevacs because they dropped over here. This was the KLF base, wasn't it? I think, now that I know, the key is to build here and then build a huge defense right here, and then your other bases will be safe. So I think what I'll do is rewind, and then go back to around when I was trying to set up that other base. So like up here, like this area of time. I don't know where this seems reasonable. I don't want to take too much time kind of looking around. I can't see the map. Where's my take command? Here, let's back this up just a little bit before we actually set up the command center. Play. Let's start right here. We got a good amount of units back at our main base, so I think this is the key. Just make tons of Marines. We can start +2. I'm going to take this group. We're going to come over here, and then over here. They just kind of scouted that area out that I saw.
Get me out of this mess.
Now, see, in this one they bypassed it. I guess let's go back just a little bit further so that we can destroy this attack before we try to move out. We don't have enough Marines in the front lines to hang on against this. Goliaths could also be pretty useful. How about here? 24 minutes. We were like barely hanging on. Sure, we'll take command here. These attacks are no joke though. They're not messing around. Okay, this area is set up nicely. I knew I didn't build these turrets for nothing.
Not enough minerals.
Let's get one there as well.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, well, we have renewed experience with the game to know what's kind of coming for us here, which means we need lots of more tanks, maybe a couple Goliaths or Spartan Company. I don't really know if the Spartan Company is worth the extra money.
Base is
Okay,
under
we're going to want to start +2 pretty quickly.
upgrade.
This is definitely a little harder than previous iterations, just because the enemy actually upgrades. Which shouldn't make a big difference, but it certainly does. Okay, pick up at Mr. SCV. Move him over here instead. We need tanks. More tanks. Get up the ramp. We can utilize a ramp to our advantage. Why are we not using it? You can't see up there. They want to, but they can't see. Again, it's all about where you have a base that's already established and where they can see. Okay, and this was before I built all those armories as well. That might have been a little aggressive to do. How did I survive the first time? With all this stuff coming in. Again, we got this set up. Trying to decide, again, if I were to restart, what would be the best way to approach this? You know, we got a bunch of tanks queued up here. We're going to need more of them before we can expand. The issue is that we can't afford to take this base while also making enough tanks to survive. I mean, we clearly did it once. Maybe we just need more SCVs on auto repair. And it's a pain because for some reason the SCVs don't start on auto repair, as if to just be a dick move. All right, this clearly isn't going to work just because I can survive, but we're going to be really behind. So I think what I'll do is make a cut, because, again, I don't want you to have to sit through the same macro sections again, but I'm going to kind of get into a position where I can take that upper right area and build that huge amount of defense to kind of cut off the left side of the map. And then with 3 bases and the ability to intercept incoming attacks, I think we'll be a lot safer. We can also utilize spider mines to our advantage as well. So this is not easy. But it's also, it's really just all about proper planning, right? So we can see them attacking the KLF down there. Our other base is set up now, so this is where I'm going to take control.
Complete.
And I'm just going to make lots of tanks here, and we can pull off some SCVs to auto repair right here. This is still being set up. You know what? No, I don't think I am going to make a cut. I mean, I think this is all interesting in the sense that anything can happen constantly. So I think we don't.
Will do.
Okay, yeah, we cleared the Zerg out of this area. We know there's some Zerg down there. The best I can do is just get another. Let's make that other barracks as well, so we can get combat shields. And I'm going to grab 1 armory just to get vehicle upgrades. Vehicle attack upgrades. That's it. And then other than that, we're just going to queue up tanks. It seems like we're just going to need so many tanks. Goliaths also probably would be useful. Okay, these are actually on auto repair. I can't afford to produce out of much more. That's the other difference. We want the Marines in front because they're kind of fodder. If they can absorb tank shots, then my tanks can... As long as we have a numbers advantage, just a straight up numbers advantage, it will work.
What's that?
For some reason, these tanks don't have push priority and get stuck behind stuff.
Armed and
Alrighty.
ready.
Trying to save money here by just getting these depots set up here. We know that this base is not necessarily safe where it is, so that's a little
Overtime.
frightening.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's get a turret there.
Not enough.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Here comes, I think this is the pretty large attack coming in. Still not quite be able to repair fast enough, but now they're going for my extra Marines. There we go. Okay, we're alive. We also, I mean, if we scanned enough, we could see where the enemy is coming from and then kind of cut them off here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is start setting up bunkers up here.
Not enough minerals.
Can't really afford them. We got a lot of tanks. So now we have enough tanks, I think, again. If we can maintain a numbers advantage and not lose as much in each of these attacks, we're fine. But we're not quite there yet.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Okay, well, that was just a whole other attack that just walked right into us before I could get my SCV down there, but that's okay. Man, just a couple SCVs repairing makes this so much better. We want to start vehicle weapons for sure.
Base is under attack.
I mean, I could also make a giant fleet of wraith. I could turtle and make a giant fleet of wraiths, and then with that, then we can then snipe their production. Again, I thought about leaving some of this out, but no. I mean, I find this interesting because we have to find. It's not. I don't know if it's necessarily. I'd call it like a puzzle, but there's something to this that makes it a lot harder.
Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Only because they're scheduled to attack super frequently. There's really nothing we can do about that. So we got to start making more SCVs
minerals.
so that we can saturate our other base.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
We're also spending a ton of money just to repair stuff.
Not enough
Okay, so
minerals.
this area up here, we know there's a bunch of attacks. There's got to be something else
enough
down
energy.
here. I know that there was this, but where there was like a roaming attack force that was like up and around. Like there must be a base in here, or it's connected over here. We're just going to need to scan more in order to see it.
What's that? What's our target?
And let's make more Marines.
By the numbers, boys.
Combat shield's on its way. We could start +2, but I can't really afford it.
Not enough minerals.
And let's just work on getting this this thing full up. I don't think they can kill all the SCVs that are up top
Not
here.
enough minerals.
I don't think they'll be able to, so let's just rely on this income. We know that this is relatively free to take as well, so if we can get one SCV down here, it's worth taking that first. Then we focus on getting all this defense set up, and in the meantime, we'll just hold this ramp. Because in theory, we can hold this ramp for forever. Okay, and then in the meantime, we'll just keep scanning. I don't think we're going to have supply issues for a while. They just attacked me, so
Not
we should be
enough
okay.
minerals.
I think part of it, too, is all the attacks may very well be coming from this bridge. The problem is some of them are trying to attack up here, and they can't get there. And then attacks clump up on themselves.
SCV ready.
I don't know.
SCV ready.
Okay, come with me.
Acknowledged.
And then we can always transfer, as this gets mined out, we can transfer these SCVs down to this base.
SCV ready.
Let me get another tank. Yeah, I'm not going to take my tank number advantage for granted this time. And I also want to get +2 infantry, like, as soon as possible. All right, you all get mining.
Picking it.
Go ahead. Big job.
Pro SCV split, because they all move extremely slow.
Bad news.
More Marines. You know, I think we just need to focus on a numbers advantage. There's no way that we can safely expand to any of these without having a full army that, one, can sit in an area and defend it, and two, be able to duplicate that amount of force in another location, like project it so that we can protect a new area.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, that's starting to get mined out. I'll use a medevac to carry stuff over to this new base once it's set up. I don't need the gas nearly as much.
Base is under attack.
Okay, looking good.
Research
I
complete.
think we start +2 next. Again, if we can get that upgrade advantage. There we go. Infantry and
Not enough minerals.
infantry. Look at this guy. He's almost dead. We should... I mean, I like having the ability to upgrade... not upgrade, but heal in between battles at least. Even though, I mean, these tanks, they one-shot kill us. Okay. Yeah, they're like moving in and focus firing us too. All right. Next step. Again, let's scan this whole weird bottom area.
Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so this is safe. This is income that we're going to need. This is relatively safe. More income that we need. I'm going to build more turrets along the ledges because that's what allows them to see up here. So anything that we can pick off with turrets is useful. Okay, you all back up. Need more Marines. These upgrades are on the way. Getting +2 on the tanks.
What's our target?
Well, I have to keep an eye on how much of a damage increase we get for those tanks. And as usual, it just seems like if we make a shit ton of Marines, we can just outnumber them, and they don't have any splash damage. So without splash damage, we're good. I want to finish scanning this area. Where's my medevac? Did it die? No, it's
Mineral
over here.
field
Okay.
depleted.
Come on over here. And then we're going to start transporting SCVs over
Upgrade
here.
Complete.
And we'll see. I mean, hopefully this area stays relatively safe. We're going to need more tanks again.
Not
The
enough
enemy, then
minerals.
they're pretty smart. They focus fire your individual tanks. They must. I bet the tanks they have more of a. They have a higher aggro setting. So the idea is even if the enemy tanks focus fire your tanks, if you have enough Marines that can kind of support them, should be okay.
Got no patience for sitting.
I think that gives them like 1 or 2 extra damage. It's not huge, but I think it's worth starting these extra upgrades.
What's going on?
Okay, get mining and mining.
Not enough minerals.
Come on back home. A very simple start. Yeah, see, there's like very large areas open here. Like you could take this base and secure this smaller area, but
Not enough energy.
there's no bridge elsewhere. There must be one up here. Again, it's unclear where they're coming from. I could also come across the map with it. I could build that Wraith fleet early and take this area out. We would probably need 20 or more Wraiths, which is pretty significant. I don't even think I want to... No, I'll build the geyser, but I don't really need it. Is this it? No, this is just a normal base. They're going to mine that out before I can even get to it, I suspect. We need to clear out our side of the map and secure this bridge, if that's really the only place that they can get to us from. There's little bases elsewhere on the map, but I don't think those are really a problem. Well, I think I'm going to leave you in suspense here. It's been almost 50 minutes for this video, and this is tough. This campaign really picked up. See, they've got like a patrolling group here. But it's unclear to me. I mean, again, I'll have to scan the rest of this. I wanted to maybe leave some of this off screen, but this is the interesting part. The boring part's at the end when you've already won and you're just cleaning crap up. But like, this is really interesting because they have these huge attacks that you can't do anything about until enough time passes where you can have so much more stuff. Just stuff. All right, here comes another attack. I'm going to make 3 more armories up here to start upgrading the other stuff. Get out of here, Wraiths. Okay, move them in. Yeah, killing the Wraiths fast and not allowing their tanks to shoot is really a big key here. Again, they're coming from the left, so I can't determine what path they're taking to get to me. The last thing I have to see to finish this video off. There it is. That's where they're coming from. This is our ultimate objective, but we saw them come across this bridge as well. So we have 2 choke points. If we can kind of hold them in here and here, then the entire bottom of the map is ours. So we either sit in our base and we mine all of this and make a ton of Wraiths. Which, I mean, not a bad choice. Or...
Picking up or dropping off.
What's the or?
Here's your stuff.
Or we ignore this and we go exclusively for this base, because this seems where a lot of stuff is happening, and we could cut off some of their upgrades. And once we start attacking, we need to be able to know that we can survive on the back foot of it. Spider Mine's also still an option. We're getting these upgrades. We're going to start getting our other mech upgrades here pretty soon. All right, that's fully saturated. Maybe we can make medevacs also so we can get over here without running into an attack wave. Let's start these upgrades.
Waiting on you.
Let's take a few more SCVs and finish saturating this. We don't want to oversaturate. This is fine. Here, leave 2 here. Come and drop these down here. I mean, I think we found the answer, which is, it's this. That's, you know, They also have sieged tanks. I have no idea how we're going to be able to get through those, considering how slow everything moves.
Not enough energy.
All right. We have a good amount of tanks here, though, and we're upgrading them. We can get to +3 on our Marines. The armor, honestly, armor upgrades are super, super helpful in Scattered here. I didn't expect that, but they are really, really, really helpful. Now, it looks like we are going to need to saturate this this gas.
You scared me.
Upgrades going. Upgrades going. Okay, well, with that, I will leave you, and when we come back, we will continue this map. You know, now that we got it all set up, and we had to rewind a couple, several times, mostly because I kept rewinding to a bad place. Well, let's repel this.
Complete.
Don't force them into this area, please. I want them to leave that base alone. See, now they're 2-2. I'm gonna start 3-3. Okay, well, we have a numbers advantage now. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save, and then when we come back, I'm going to try to take this upper Control Q. Oh, it doesn't work. You can't quick save because we rewound earlier. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye now.